to surrender my heart to you, only you. These lights all around me keep blinding my eyes from you and the truth. Don't tell me why. I know, you won't save my life. Save my life. Baby, keep on, you're making the waves. You and I will never be safe. Be safe. If the walls come down, will you pick me off the ground? If the walls come down.
Who's that? Is that Hera?
Are we
I'm
live? Are
assuming
we,
it's
bitch?
Hera.
Cool. Hey guys. Yeah, we haven't had that thing run before. Hope you all liked it. Welcome
Cool.
to Roll for Damage. We are in tonight's game playing the Heart of the Plains, episode 10. Don't fear the Reaper. These lovely players have been set up with some impossible tasks, and we will see how they go. But before we get into that, I'd like to say thank you to Brepai for the amazing art you can see on stream right now. I want to say thank you to these three other content creators, which is Nerds of the West, Wonders and Blunders, and There Be Dragons. They're all amazing. You should definitely go check them out. The players will give you a bit more on that as they go through. If you want to find out more about us, you can check the panels below. It has our Discord and Twitter and YouTube, where all these episodes do get uploaded every week. It's about 2 weeks behind at the moment, but they do go up. We have a merch store now and a Patreon. You can, if you really want to help support us, you can go there, and we're grateful for every little thing that comes through. And the other person I'll thank right now is producer Veg, who is off screen making this all run. He is the other half of the team that runs Roll for Damage along with myself. The V, yeah.
V for Veg.
Yes. Anyways, let's get down to it.
Let's get down to business.
Yes.
Defeat
And defeat Baphomet.
Baphomet.
Oh boy.
Anyways,
Tonight's the musical episode. We're singing the whole time.
I do. We'll definitely
I'm a
have to
bard.
give everyone a level of bard for one episode at some point. Just do a musical episode. Anyways, so starting from one end to the other on your screen, we have Felix O'Farah, played by spoiler alert Reese.
Hey guys, I'm Reese. I'm playing Felix O'Farah tonight, the lovable Irish assassin rogue. You know what? It's gonna get very emotional. My best friend's currently about to go one-on-one with Baphomet, and I'm like, don't die, man. No tears, only dreams. So that's where I'm at. So
I love you, Felix.
I love you, Ballasté.
So yes, that is Felix, and yes, Valiste is 1v1ing a demon lord, the demon lord Baphomet, Lord of Miracles. So that'll be interesting.
No big deal.
Next along, we have Dominic, played by Agent Number 1.
Hello. I'm Agent Number 1. I'm playing the Arcane Archer Dominic. I'm also part of the Wonders and Blunders crew, which Nova mentioned, which there's links down below. We're a fun little podcast about D&D that's been running a little over a year. We got loads of episodes. Check us out. I'm really excited to see Val get killed and
Thanks.
realize that Dominic should have been the one to fight this demon.
Well, and also just
is this
what? So Dom can fucking die? Is that what this is?
Dom is super cocky when it comes to fighting.
I noted
fiends and
that.
dogs.
Agent, of all the spells you could have thrown, you're throwing this shade.
Eighth level.
It's super effective.
Eighth level
Max damage.
shade.
Fucking warlocks.
All right, and moving on from that, we have Tig, played by Shrogril.
Tig! Hi everybody, I am Shrogril. I will be playing Tig,
tonight who is upping her vocabulary a little thanks to our valiant hero that's going into battle. She's remembering a lot of stuff, and it's same as what Reese said, is that it's going to be very emotional for all of us. And we all will be blubbery messes of tears and worrying about our buddy. So let's see how we go. But yeah, Tig is here for buddies and friends and for tribe.
I just want to have one episode that doesn't end with us crying, because like that the
It won't
last
happen.
few episodes
No.
just
No.
Really ain't getting that.
Yeah.
It'll
Tears
be
will
like
only get
80% of the episode and then like the last 5 minutes.
yeah.
I did message the cast before we started saying we're in the home stretch. Right, this is the final few episodes.
Put on your big boy
according to
panties.
plan. Be prepared for the worst at any moment, because you don't know when you're just gonna kick it. So
Yeah.
let's see how they go.
We're going up against gods.
Lastly, in the list of players, we have Valiste, played by Josh.
Yeah, we do. Hi guys, I'm Josh the Pirate. I'm the voice of Scan Felspar in There Be Dragons. You can check them out in the down belows and to the sides, however you want to order your Twitch stream. I'm performing your lovely your bard, who's now a bit of a paladin. Like more than a little bit of a paladin. She's also a little bit of a paladin.
It's just smidge.
Just a little bit of pally.
You love your,
Okay.
you love your paladin porn. So I'm that. I'm that now, apparently. Yeah, some fun, exciting things are going to happen. I have a plan. It's an intriguing plan. It's a complicated plan. We will see. It's probably going to go horribly wrong because Nova knows what it is.
That's
Mistake
I mean,
number one.
I didn't want to tell him.
We can't join in either.
No, he had to ask a question about a certain rule.
I didn't have to. I was pretty confident it would work. But I'm glad I did.
And I agreed that would work. So, you know, let's see how
Yeah,
it goes.
just not in the way that you think it's gonna work.
So, all right. They're the players. Let's get the person who's stepping up to the plate tonight to fight the demon to give us the recap of last episode. Valiste.
Okay. So last step, we began with there was a trip into the past on a boat, into the memories of Hera. It turns out not any relation to any of Dom's gods and goddesses, but just sort of the Lady of Bones, the Lady of Ravens, who owns the library, who it's her space, and we've been seeing bits of her mind running around. She's this crazy, beautiful redhead paladin, probably, and we've been inadvertently sort of interacting with bits of her memory, and we rounded a corner. I think was the first bit of the last sesh was where we rounded a corner and we're in a boat. Motherfuckers, don't you ever forget it. And there we met a dude called Kurzog. That is, and I'm not even kidding here, one of the 3 notes I have ever made in this campaign.
Azug.
Completely, I've spelled it as Curzog. Kurzog. That's who I'm assuming it is. We met him. He did some threatening. I think probably unleashed a head of Tiamat. Who hasn't done that? And the white one this time, though. We almost died. But we didn't, because we got in a hole made by a blue dude who was, I don't know, we met a lot of important people who were important previously in the campaign and in other campaigns. We met the woman who stole Felix's sword. We could have stolen the sword back, and Felix completely missed the opportunity to do so. And then, and I'm considering revisiting that memory so that he can get his sword back because he's a muppet. And then... And then after we finished that, we got back and we're like, oh, that was really shit. And Baphomet was like, the fuck do you keep going? I can't come with you. Stop being asses. And we were like, I'm sorry, Baphomet. So we slept and then we went and he said, he led us over a bridge and we saw ourselves. And Felix still had all of his limbs. So we kind of assumed it was around about the same amount of time, like not much future or past, because otherwise Felix is all fucked up. And then we went into Dom's memories. We found one of Dom's books. Dom doesn't have many books. He's got 4 and they're all nicely bound and only one memory. Dom is a fixed point, as I recall, in time. And the only fixed point that he is when he killed Vanny. You bastard. Or you nice person because she asked you to. And so that's the thing. We relived there, and then we sort of came back and we met the Lady of Ravens, and she was super grateful that I gave her Void's call, and I was super glad to be rid of the fucker. And there was some questions asked. There was a lot of questions asked. Tig, oh, that's important. I cast Remember the Shit on Tig, and she did. or Greater Restoration, and I was like,
That's more correct.
That one's in Xanathar's.
Yeah. It's an Unearthed Arcana thing. No, I cast Greater Restoration, but I cast it at 8th level, and as soon as I did it, everyone was like, ooh. I was like, oh fuck, I didn't. I had just like so yeah. She remembered loads of good things, and she gained a point of intelligence.
Yeah.
Because Uncle Battleship will fix it.
He did the impossible.
I mean, Tig's smarter. She now speaks in full sentences sometimes. She knows her own whole name. And then she was like, hey, so it's all good. I've struck a deal with the Demon Lord. So what we're going to do is either he keeps Felix's soul in perpetuity and gets a week in my library just hanging out, or, and this is the fun part, or one of you murders him. Has to be one-on-one, nobody else. Felix, maybe not you. And my favorite part of the whole last episode has to be we all fought over who got to do it. It was like nobody didn't want to. Like Tig's like, I'll do it, and Dom's like, I'm an idiot, and Felix is like, I'm really an idiot. The only weapon I have was given to me by the dude I'm going to try and kill, and Val's like, I'm the only person who's succeeded in his quest so far, so maybe let me do it. Can I borrow the scythe? And the Lady of Ravens was like, no. But, and this was the climax, denouement, here we go. Here, have this sword that gives you 3 levels of paladin. There you go, round up.
A fair trade.
Yeah, it was fair, yeah.
For those who want to know a bit more, because it will not be coming up in this campaign, unless you specifically ask a bunch of questions around it, which I don't think you would, because it would make no real sense. That sword is currently the Lady of Raven's sword. She got it from a former god that was losing its power. That used to be a god of justice. Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
I want to know.
It's because we used to play in Pathfinder. It's Iomade. Anyone recognize that name?
No,
Yes.
Meaningless.
Yeah, cool. So she was a mortal that ascended to godhood. She was all about truth, justice, and the Galorian way.
Mhm.
So she went and as she was losing power, because effectively gods were dead for thousands of years in my setting, she and another god sort of teamed up to keep themselves around, and they are now considered the paired gods, and together have the power of a singular entity. It just means that they bicker sometimes about what they actually want to do, so they're not super effective. Whereas
That's the problem with having more than one god. Omnipotence sort of implies you can do whatever. But if there's more than one of you, you can just nope a nope.
Yeah, but the problem with gods in the D&D setting, we're getting very off track from actually playing the game, is that they're kind of like Greek, Egyptian, Roman pantheons where they're god levels of power without the omnipotence and with a hell of a lot of human flaws.
Yeah.
Like Zeus going, I will bang anything that walks. And Hera's like, could you please stop doing that?
And he's like, honk, honk, I'm a goose now, honk.
Or a bull, or whatever the fuck he feels like being.
If you read Distracting Goose Game into that.
Yeah. So, anyways, wait a second. Yes, Physmatics.
Yes, he was.
Holy shit! So Physmatics was the player that played the character Skordar, who you guys met on the boat, that became Skorodon, the god of humans and dwarves. The fact that you happen to show up right now as we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Well done.
Good timing, buddy.
Well played.
But yes, so yes, the Iomade gave her the sword she wields now. Now that the Lady of Ravens has given it across to Valiste to wield against the demon, she's taken up her previous sword, which is in fact the one that Skordar gave to her. Just, if we want to go back that far. So
one of these days we'll run down through all that.
Yeah, I'll actually have like
D&D story time.
I will have a D&D story time or something to explain the convoluted backstory no one, needs to know. I've watched all of them, loving the series. Yes, thanks, Tyler. Right, so tonight's session, you have agreed to fight Baphomet.
Yep.
The Lady of Ravens takes a book from a shelf. It has your name on it.
I have like one rules confirmation I'd like to make.
Yes.
This is Val.
Val, yeah.
So, just to be super duper clear, if he leaves the library, do I win?
You wouldn't know that in game, so I don't think I need to tell you that as DM.
No. That's why I'm asking Val.
Oh, so you're asking as Val. We say a rules
Val is
clarification
asking
that Val is
Hera.
asking. So you're asking Hera, okay.
Val is asking Hera.
No one can leave my library without my permission, so he's stuck here until you or he murders the other.
Oh, jolly good. Rage. Yep. Thank you. That's what I needed to know.
She opens the book, these book of memories, and flicks through. Ushers over Baphomet and tells you both, read from these lines and I hope you win. Looking to you, Val.
Thank you.
Not to Baphomet. I hope you win, buddy. Fist bumps as she goes through. No, yes.
You
so
already read a book. Don't read another book.
I don't
You know that's a trap.
I look at it, I'm like, will I go insane? Like, more?
My champion, now you have...
Oh, cool.
Starts reading. So, Baphomet did say he'd give you a slight head start.
30 seconds, yeah.
So, you start reading the book.
Yeah.
And it reads something along the lines of... as the summoning of Baphomet completes itself, the Demon Lord appears, saying, "What do you want from me?" as it squeezes the heart blood from an astral dreadnought.
Yeah, good times.
And you fall into the page and land in your memory, in your body at that point in time, standing before Baphomet, who looks at you. And I can now change the players to this point where he was there.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Now,
no.
I can put the other players down, but you are watchers and you cannot help in this fight. You're just there to watch. Otherwise, I don't believe you can actually see anything. So we'll see how this goes. Now, I'm going to go through this entire fight without consulting anything to do with the other players. At the end, we'll see what their reactions were as they kind of watch on.
Okay.
So, just for the sake of you guys being able to see what's going on in the fight, because do you guys have a black screen, or can you actually see?
We can see the battleship.
You can see it? Okay, then I won't
The
actually go.
battleship, yeah.
Cool. Right. He looks down at you, waiting for a response.
So if I move away from you, I get 30 seconds?
He just cocks his head, unsure of what you're talking about.
I run away from him.
Okay.
No, hang on, sorry.
15 seconds left.
Yeah. I basically just cast a bunch of spells and then start hitting him. So it's okay.
So you want the surprise round is what you're going to do, and we're going to
Basically, yes. Yeah.
Roll for initiative.
Okay.
He'll do the same, but you
Like,
get to a
like
surprise
I
round.
would have done a bunch of spells first, unless that initiates. Like if I cast Hunter's Mark on him, does that initiate combat?
Yeah, anything you do aggressively will initiate combat, so this
Okay.
will count as your
Okay.
opening.
In which case, I first of all use because I'm a vengeance paladin. I do Vow of Enmity.
Mhm.
That's not aggressive.
Yep, so that's your
Doesn't hurt
action,
him.
I believe, to do it.
Yep. Doesn't
Yeah.
hurt him.
Nope.
And that's my action. And then as my bonus action, I cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay. He sort of looks at you, his eyes go wide, and he readies his spear. You have held up your sword, and the light shines out from it upon him. You have thrown a hand up, and this sort of mystical mark appears over his heart. Roll for initiative for me.
Good. Oh, it would seem I've already done it.
I believe this is from the previous time,
It
since it's not
must
actually
be,
rolled.
yeah.
So do it, and
Okay.
I'll fix it up.
Yeah.
13.
Don't be shit. No, well, it's better than 11.
So, as you've done this, his eyes flare for a second, and he looks down at you. You had 30 seconds to run. Not this. But you do get to go first.
Good. I smite him.
Go for it. Let's see how this goes. Make your attacks. Well, your attack, I believe you got one.
It's singular. I am a bard mainly. Okay.
Are you sure what you're
Here
doing?
it is. It's coming. Give me a minute. Oh.
That'll
Oh.
hit. That'll hit.
I'll take it.
The bless doesn't. You haven't got bless in yourself just yet, have you?
No, I cast Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, cool. So just go.
Well, I should have done it in the beginning of my own turn because I'm bonus action thing.
So 31 definitely hits. Roll your damage. Roll 4 damage even.
So let's just. I'm just activating all the things.
Let me tick all the boxes.
Yeah, just tick all the boxes.
There's a lot of
you're doing.
roll 20 is interesting. So I've done all the boxes.
Oh my god. Does that? So that is. You've only got. You can't cast 4 levels of smite, can you?
Yeah, okay.
How?
That's it with bar slots.
It's
Does it actually work with bard slots?
It does not specify that I can't use other spell slots to do it.
Please
in the-
hold while I check this, or I have severely misjudged what's about to happen to my poor Baphomet.
Yeah. No, he can cast it with all spell slots for sure.
You can expend 1 spell slot to deal. Oh god, no. All right.
Holy shit!
Oh shit! All right. So you expend a bardic inspiration for psychic blades,
Yeah, I do.
hunter's marked, and you've expended a spell slot for
Fourth level spell
fourth
slot.
level smite. So that's
And he's
lot.
a fiend, so I get another D8.
I know this. I'm going to need a calculator. No, I don't. Not for that one. That's 69 points of damage. Just
Oh.
and then a
Is it though?
oh,
it's slashing.
and then because it counts as a holy avenger for all purposes, it adds an extra 7 points of damage. So that goes to 76 points of damage as this weapon comes slicing out, and you just cut across his chest. You see the skin tear and split as blood starts seeping down, and he just looks at you. Despite the weight of your swing and how like much force you put into it, you kind of don't seem to do as much damage as you thought. So you did how much there? 76 we said, so half to 37.
Radiant is halved.
Uh-huh. Everything is halved.
Okay. Good to
Let me
know.
just make a note of this on the back of this one piece of paper I have. And I will be more prepped in the future. So, looks down at you. Whips this weapon up above
Wait,
his head.
hang on.
Continue
Do I
your
get a
turn.
bonus action?
You can do whatever you
Thank
want.
you.
I'm just telling you what he's like doing.
Yep. I use my bonus action to give myself 50 temporary hit points from my sword.
From your sword. Yep.
So I now have 50 extra temporary hit points.
Yep. And you just stand there to take these hits?
I don't have much choice.
Oh.
Okay. Let's see how this goes once I can. Alrighty.
It's better than being away from him.
Yes.
Then he runs at me
Big
and
shot.
does it.
Right. So, as his weapon swings up, this and it sort of has these tiny holes cut to make this whooshing sound through the air.
Yep.
As he swings down, it whistles loudly. The weapon, Heart Cleaver, 24 to hit.
I think it'll do.
Yep. 24 slashing damage. So it just hits you, cuts through your chest, but doesn't leave any sort of mark because those temporary hit points are shielding you. He knocks you, like you get sort of like knocked back a step, and with that extra motion, he leans forward and headbutts you to gore you with his huge iron horns.
Yep.
That's a crit.
Oh.
For a total of, I mean, I rolled some ones there, buddy. A total of 22 points of damage as the two iron horns rip into your chest, and as I pull out again, just nothing has happened, but you're almost at the end of that
Yes.
temporary shield it's given you. Right. He leans forward and bites you finally.
Yep.
Aiming for your neck. A crit again.
What?
I know. For 25 points of damage.
Okay.
This time it actually does
Yeah, it does.
chunk into your chest and neck. You sort of like moved slightly aside and gets you on the shoulder, chest, a little bit of the neck. He takes a chunk out of you and rips it into the air. Blood sprays out, and he looks down at you, and the full demonic force of this thing hits you. You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. Oh, okay.
You're good. This fear washes over you, and you steel yourself against it. The sword pulses in your hand, and your heartbeat steadies, and you just match his gaze. It's your turn.
Okay.
Oh god.
This is the stupidest idea ever.
I can't stop. I can't
believe
stop
I agreed to
fidgeting.
this. Yeah, all right. Fuck it. I attack him again. Oh,
You have advantage. So
I
that's
do
a
have
critical
advantage.
strike.
So it's a crit.
Oh!
Ooh. All right. roll for damage.
That-
Woo. Roll.
And that,
Go.
boys and girls, is why we always roll before. Yeah, because I did the thing to him, because I did the paladin's nasty business to him. I get advantage.
Yeah. So
Um,
make your damage roll for me.
Yeah, look. I'm dumb. I didn't say I was doing anything special again. but there we
Well,
go.
the thing is, I assume you're doing it every turn, right now.
Well, no,
because-
as in I should have like bonus action for a different spell. Like I
Okay.
can stack stuff.
Yeah.
But I
Right-
didn't. I could have
right now-
cantripped.
Yeah. Right now, I assume you're using your psychic blades and your smite every time.
You are
For highest
correct.
levels.
But I
roll
would
that for
also be
damage,
using,
and
like,
next time.
Booming blade.
Yeah. Next
um,
time you can.
Yeah,
This time
I'll
you
note
cannot.
that. Okay, so this time I'm not doing that.
Okay. I don't know if anyone else can see that on the screen because it's in white mode. but dark mode.
Casually
Yeah,
dropping 120 damage.
And the rest? Calm down.
So.
Plus the slashing and the radiant.
7.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to calculate this out. I'm not doing that. So, 67 plus 49 for just his
116
just his
plus
smite, his hunter's mark, and his psychic blades. You then add his 17 slashing damage plus his 18 radiant damage from the Holy Avenger, equaling 151 points of damage.
Just want to say, he's gonna need some flex tape to fill up those cuts.
Oh.
Sorry,
What are they-
sorry, I
what
had
are
to
they-
throw that in there.
How much are they paying you, Reese?
A lot of money. That's-
So,
Like knowing that Val can kill me in one hit.
your weapon comes up with one hand, you chop down, he sidesteps, and you hit him in the arm, which is holding his weapon. You watch your blade cut through to the bone, the flesh peeling back, bubbling away from your holy blade as he takes 76 points of damage.
A lot. Yeah.
Right. He shakes his arm, and the flesh starts knitting back over. And he looks at you. I will mark you and follow you wherever you go. As he casts Hunter's Mark on you as well.
And I go, I'm not going anywhere, bitch.
Oh!
All right. He will then swing at you in a reckless rage, giving himself.
Course. So he gets advantage.
Yes.
And you get advantage too.
So
Well, but yeah, neither of us really need it.
24 damage so far with a extra 5 from his Hunter's Mark.
Sure.
So 29 damage as his spear thrusts out at you, digs into your hip as you sort of dance away, slashing across it. As he's knocked you back, this time he's going to bite down on the trailing hand that you sort of reached out to balance yourself.
Don't forget
30
about your
Unless
DM
he-
advantages.
Unless
I
he
don't need
crit
them right now.
fails.
34 to hit,
Yeah.
22 piercing damage as the bite comes down and he sort of like rips you into the air. And as you fling up, he headbutts you. Again, the horns just slamming you down into the ground with a 25 hit for 20 damage. All up, and I'm going to just add the...
Yeah, can you just give it to me all at once?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I have to explain it. You've taken a total of 29 plus 22 plus 20 plus 4 equals 75 points of damage.
That was 1 point less than exactly half of what I had.
Using
alright.
50% heal.
He sits there and he places the spear tip on the ground, and you can see he's starting to sweep it around just to slice both your legs clean off. It's your turn.
Okay. I cast Force Cage
Okay.
around him.
So
and
this,
then
you kind of like hear the sound of it's locking into place. It's a cage, not a solid box, yes?
yes.
And you then do what?
and then I use Gift of the Lady of Ravens to teleport 20 feet because we're still next to each other. So I teleport 20 feet away from him.
All right, so
Or 30 feet away from him. Right?
I will put you 30 feet back so you're not in the forest because you're still stuck in this memory. Unless you want to move 30 feet back.
No, that's fine.
So 5, 10. I won't put you too far away so you're not off the screen. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You kind of here-ish. Sure.
Yep.
So you just back with this like sort of puff of smoke, shadow, and the faint sound of feathers, but none actually appear. And you again reappear in this cloud in the shadows of the forest, and he sits there. And the blade is sort of like half trapped in between two of the cage things. He sort of tugs against it and just glares at you.
I then move a further 30 feet away.
Okay.
Feel free to move the map or move him in the map. Like we're both relative to each other. I just move 30 feet further away from him. I want to be 60 feet away from Baphomet.
Yes. What I will do is, for the purpose of the viewers...
He wasn't running away from him, bitch.
Who said this? I'm not running away. I'm just opening up the range, Archer boy.
I will say you're 60 feet away, but I won't actually move you because it shows
That's
that on
fair.
the screen.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
All right.
I do not move away by putting my back to him. I walk backwards.
As you sort of dance backwards through this forested area, you come out of a clearing, and what I'm going to do is, for purposes of this, we're going to say it's a mirrored clearing, and I'll move you down here.
No.
All right.
Wait.
Just wait. He casts teleport and must make a charisma saving throw, which he then uses a legendary resistance to instantly pass.
What?
And with a
That's one.
shocking bang of misplaced air, he appears right next to you.
Okay. Yeah. That's his action.
It's his action, yes.
I mean, we can do this all day, buddy.
He sort of looks down at you. Are you going to keep running? I like the hunt. Your turn.
Teleportation. Okay. Or interplanar travel to leave the cage. Well played, Nova. Well played.
The atmosphere.
What would you like to do?
I think I might have to hit him again.
Okay.
Oh no.
Call what you're doing before you swing though this time.
No, you reckon?
Why are you so mean?
This is Josh doing mental math.
Okay, don't take too long.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Val is... I'm going to use my natural 20. But...
Oop, there it is.
No, I'm going to use my natural 20 before... I'm not going to cast a bonus action or anything else. I'm just going to use my natural 20 and crit hit you again.
Okay, no booming blade this time?
No booming blade. I need healing.
Okay, so to be clear, this is it's a critical strike that just instantly maxes everything out, right? So, just for the sake of it, you've got 5d8 on your level 4 smite, plus being a fiend gets an extra d8, so it's 5d8. So you should be 4. I think that's right.
Yeah.
which then goes to, so that's 40, doubled to 80.
Yep.
Your psychic blades is 8 times 6.
Yep.
Definitely a number I know. 48 times 2 plus that original 40.
Plus that original 80.
Yes, you're right. Then you get
So
2d10 for your radiant damage on your weapon, which goes to 40d10, so another 40. And then you get your basic d8 from your weapon, doubled to 16.
Yeah. Plus,
Then you get just your
sorry,
flat
carry on.
damage of your dexterity, I believe it is, plus your weapon magic
Dex
bonus.
plus 5 plus 2 because I've got the duelist fighting style.
What's your dexterity bonus?
Plus 4. So 6
So
plus
it's plus 4 plus 2 plus
5. 11 double.
2. We've already added weapon damage. So then there's the Hunter's Mark, which we already have on it. So that's another 12. Plus a further 11, because double.
That one.
266 points of damage.
I want to be clear. That's what I did last time, right? I critted.
Yeah, but last time you had to roll. This time you just max everything out.
Oh, I just.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the D20. It's just
The
just
nat 20
saying
you
a
flat
nat
max
20.
everything out.
But that's what I did last time.
What do you mean last time?
A nat 20.
No, last time you
But I
actually
rolled a
critically-
nat 20.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
rolling
it's
a nat 20 is not as
It's
good
different.
as using
Oh, okay.
the
All right.
actual nat
So
20.
Sure.
you do
Good to know.
133 points of damage.
Good.
Is that after the
this-
resistance?
That's after the resistance. So this time, your weapon shears across his midsection, and you see as loops of intestines start to fall out. He puts one hand across it and stares down at you. This will not be my end.
You could leave now.
Never. What do you do?
I cast a 6th level healing word.
On yourself? Okay.
Yeah, not on him.
But I thought you could be nice to me for once, Josh. Right, so heal yourself up. 6th level healing word. Roll the dice. And
Yeah.
I will roll my attacks against you as soon as I see how much you've healed.
Yeah. Healing word is what?
It's a
D4?
D4 plus...
D4 plus...
your wisdom mod, I believe, or charisma mod, it's a spellcasting mod. And there's an extra D4 per level, so for 6th level, it should be 64 plus charisma. Right.
Oh
At
my
the-
fuck! Wow! That's awful.
That's a lot of ones. At the end of your turn,
That's
he takes
yeah.
legendary actions, which I have not been doing. Because
Yeah, you
I
sort
was-
of have though. There's been a couple. You've
He's
been
going
doing
to-
2 actions in a couple of your last turns.
He goes and swings Heart Cleaver down as a legendary action against you. That is the wrong button, me. For 29 slashing damage plus
Ooh.
D6 on the Hunter's Mark.
Oh,
So that is 32 points of damage as it just rips across you as you sort of are casting the spell and you think you've kind of got him. It just comes across it. You manage to draw your hand out the way. It doesn't like cut your hand off, but just slashes across your chest. Your armor starts falling apart, and now you're gushing blood. Because that's quite a hefty amount of damage to you, right?
yeah, it is. 91. So 21, did you say? 29.
32.
Ooh. Yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah.
91 minus 32, boys. 59, I think.
He then has his turn
Yeah, fuck
where
that.
he reverses Heart Cleaver
Yeah.
and goes to cut it across your throat.
A miss would be lovely. Fuck you with your crits. That's 3.
Yeah. So that's 27 damage because I rolled atrociously
Good.
on the crit, plus a further 2d6 for the Hunter's Mark. So the 27 goes to a 36.
Okay. 36. Yep.
All right. He then, seeing you weakened, tries to pin you to the ground with his gore attack from his horns. I did
Roll
not
a
say
1
I
for a
was-
change.
I didn't state I was recklessly attacking, so I won't be doing that. So it's not a crit. It's just 13 points of
Off.
piercing
Yes,
damage.
it is not a crit. Jesus Christ.
Yes, 13 points of piercing damage as he headbutts you to the ground.
Yeah, right.
And he lifts his head to now bite down on you, you who is bleeding profusely at this point.
Yeah, I am.
You take 20 points of piercing damage.
I am -10.
Okay. Do you have any hero points? Any
Yeah.
of the... So you... Okay.
That's
So
better
you
heal.
can spend a hero point on knockout to go back to 1. And if you had actually died, you can use it to not die. You go back to 1 again.
I would, do that.
Yeah, spend to be like, oh god. So he sort of bites into you and tears like a chunk out of your chest. It's like rib cage exposed. And he sort of like roars into the sky as then he sees you standing up again and he's like, what is this? And he quickly tries to get himself prepared for your next attack.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
So does using a healing, as I've never done it.
No, it's
What
free
does
action.
that-
It just happens.
Okay, cool. I do that. I do that
All right.
straight
So,
up.
I believe that's 25% of your total hit points. Just
Yep.
go straight back. Yeah, cool. So he watches as the flesh over your chest just starts knitting again, and his eyes narrow, and he just he gets a heart cleaver right at the end of it. So there's just a whole shaft and spear tip, and he's raised above his head, ready to bring it down on you. What would you do first?
And I
Lieutenant?
go, stun!
How it's done. Okay. Is there a saving throw?
Nope. It just happens. You get to save at the end of your turn, I think.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh!
Can you please read the spell description out for everyone in chat?
Okay. Yeah, you speak a word of power that overwhelms the mind of one creature you can see, leaving them dumbfounded. This is the trick. If they have less than 150 hit points, it is stunned. Otherwise, the spell has no effect. The stunned targets must make a con save at the end of each of its turns. On a successful save, its stunning effect ends.
Oh my ever girl.
Okay. So, what do you do with your bonus action?
I heal myself.
Okay, so you can roll that out again, and he sits there and like sort of goes limp and like almost half drops the spear.
Chaya gave you another heal, Josh.
Legend. Fucking love Chayad. Chayad's a great
Nick-
person.
Next turn, you can do that. So you've got 25% hit points plus your healing word. Add that back to your sheet. He, at the end of his turn, will auto succeed on the stun because he does not want to keep that shit going.
Of
Actually, what
course
is your
not.
spell save DC?
It's quite high. 19.
He could probably make it. He does have.
Hey, that's
You know
slightly
what?
better.
I'll
22.
because I know he's got plus 17 to his con save. If I'd rolled a 1, I'd be like,
Oh.
But no,
Oh.
24. So he sits there and he starts like, he shakes his shoulders out, picks up the spear again, and sort of just lines it up.
But that's
straight
at the end of his turn.
to your face.
I would have
Your
moved
turn.
away from him.
Yes, of course, you can do what you want. It's your turn.
So I moved away from him in my turn. The end of his turn, he is all
Prepared.
good again.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you wish to do? You can see he's bleeding quite heavily. He's holding his guts in. He is very, very fucked up right now.
Yep. I just want to clarify, I don't know what 172 divided by 4 is.
Yeah, I can do that for
someone
you.
get me that for me?
Yep. Let us know what you're doing for your next turn.
43.
Yeah,
43.
43
Okay, 43 plus 22, so I get
5.
65 plus 1 is my current hit points.
Yep.
Heal again. Heal again. Use the heal you just got.
No shit.
And you just got a nat 20.
Oh, thank you. whoever that was, lovely.
Oh.
I'm not looking at the right screens. Okay. Okay.
Kyle's like, I'm gonna kill Veggie.
I just want to get him to do his turn because I want to see what he does.
Okay. So my turn. For my action, I hold my sword aloft and I sort of whip it down at you, and from the tip of it comes a sunburst.
Mm-hmm.
And it just sort of nails where Baphomet's currently standing.
And please read the spell out for the audience.
Okay. Brilliant sunlight flashes in a 60-foot radius centered on the... by the way, I moved before I did this. Each creature in the light must make a con save. You're quite good at those. On a failed save, the creature takes 12d6 radiant damage and is blinded for a minute. On a successful save, they take half and don't get blinded. Undead and oozes have disadvantage. A creature blinded by the spell makes another con save at the end of each of its turns. On a successful save, and I'm blinded. Blah,
All
blah,
right,
blah.
roll your 12d6 damage.
Oh, I certainly shall, good sir. Oh, this is incredibly stressful.
And did you also you healed again? Yes.
I will. 12d6. See some bad shit. Oh, some good and some bad. That's very even, actually. 37 radiant damage.
Okay. As you sort of turn away to heal yourself, this sunburst just appears, like almost centered inside him, just flares out. It's too bright to look at, but as it withdraws, all of the fur on his body is burnt away. Parts of his skin are just blackened and falling off and oozing, and his iron horns are glowing this dull red, but the eyes are still there, and you just hear as he starts walking towards you and picking up speed.
Sure.
In
He's now 60 feet away from me,
yes.
because I've moved away from him twice.
Yeah.
I use my second healing. Thank you, Triad.
Mm-hmm.
Gaining another, what was it, 42, did we say?
43.
43. Okay. Just as long as he doesn't crit.
Okay. So that's your turn though?
There's a bonus action, which is probably going to be something around the healing word spectrum.
Yes. You did already cast the spell technically with the sunburst.
That's an action from the sword. I'm okay with it not being a spell. Like there's a...
Yeah, okay.
I'm okay with it being a spell if you want. Okay.
Cast it. You can cast it.
I'll do a 5th level healing word because I'm
Okay.
out of 6th level spell slots.
And as his legendary action, he's going to use charge. He can move 40 feet towards you.
Yep.
So he's going to end up 20 feet away. So 5, 10, 15, 20. He is roughly here away from you. Because we can't move him quite far enough away, or there'll be little tiny dots on the screen.
Yeah.
You guys have to kind of just imagine. But yes, he is 20 feet away.
5d6 plus 5. Okay.
That's better. That's
That is
26.
better. Jesus.
All right. In
26.
his turn,
100
and he did not make. He'll use leisure resistance. Fuck it. He's just gonna order past that that blind. He is going to charge you.
Yep.
And he has the ability to charge where if Baphomet moves at least 10 feet straight forwards, straight towards the target, and then hits it with a gore attack on the same turn, the target takes an extra 16 or 3d10 piercing damage. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw. We push up to 10 feet away and knock prone.
So that's his action, right?
No, that's if he moves
Oh.
and strikes you, that happens. So he moves and strikes you.
Does he
And
then
he's
get
going
actions?
Yes.
Like
this
he
is
likes
all
to-
full
That feels like bullshit.
So 36 to hit, doing 17 piercing damage.
Sure.
Make a strength saving throw. I will tell you right now, you're gonna need a nat 20.
Yeah, basically.
Don't you have
Or
one?
I'm prone, At
Yeah,
which
so
point he gets
you are-
advantage on me.
Yeah, so you get knocked back 10 feet. He follows up with his last, well, he's actually got 20 feet of movement, but 10 feet more of his movement. And then he's
Yeah.
going to swing down with Heart Cleaver with advantage.
Yeah.
No, oh, was that really 2 18s? So close. 24 slashing damage as he sort of swings down with it, and he reaches down and clamps onto your leg with his teeth, biting down, doing 19 piercing damage. All up from Hunter's Mark. On top of this, you have taken
Oh.
7 points of damage. Do you want me to just give you the total?
No, another 7. I'm down to 65, I think.
Okay. You
Not
are
bad.
prone. He is standing over you. He is bleeding profusely. He is burnt and weeping just from his sores and cracked skin. He is looking to end this. What do you
And
do?
as am I. I stand up and I use my nat 20.
Yeah, tell me exactly what you're using on your nat 20, so I know exactly what's going into it.
Well, I stand up. I cast Booming Blade as a cantrip into my new sexy blade. So we add the Booming Blade as a bonus action, and then I nat 20 this.
Okay.
I get up. The eyes are bloodshot at this point. I spit on the ground. Just fucking die. And just, I raise it above my head with both hands and just bring it down on him.
Okay. As you bring it down, the thunder and psychic energy and all the rest of it, all the radiance sort of like travel up it to the point, glowing in this ball of energy. And as you hit the tip of it over his heart, there's just this boom, as you blow a hole clean through his chest. And he stands there as like the blade, you know, he's tough. The blade itself barely scratches him, but all that energy detonating over his heart, you just see the hole at the front like this, the hole at the back is just huge. And he staggers and sways on his feet and then smiles at you and falls down dead.
Memory of you die in real life.
Someone else can do that next time.
You fucking did it!
So
I
let's just figure out how much damage that was just for the lols.
Just for the lols.
So it was 266 last time, and you get to add an extra
I think it's
6d8 onto that. So 8 times 6 is what, everyone?
42.
Yep. So you get to add an extra 42. Doing
No, 48. Sorry, 48.
Yep, 48.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So 308.
8 damage total. When
That'll
you
do.
halve that,
Even
it's
if you
still
half that.
154 damage.
Given that stun
Ah.
worked, yeah, it still does it.
He had
God damn.
47 hit points left when you did that. That's why I was like,
Hey.
just hit him. Just hit him.
Just hit him. Yeah, no.
Right. He was a CR25 creature, so good job.
Thanks. Thank you, the 2 people who gave me heals.
Right. So we're going to end that scene,
Yeah.
and we're going to go through to Hera and the others in the library watching. And she sort of throws her hand up, and a bookshelf sort of shimmers, and you're all watching down at what's happening. You watch as Val raises the sword and slashes across the chest. And behind you, you hear Felix screech. Felix, you have a gash across your chest, which is just weeping blood.
Oh no.
Oh, that's not a good sign.
Uncle Val can fix it.
As
Uncle Dom can fix it.
Hey.
As you all move closer to see what's going on, the second blow comes down and slashes into his arm. You do not have bones of a demon lord. Your arm just comes clean off.
Oh, not again.
Third limb
Just
I've
landing
lost.
on the floor. You then If you guys want to take an action, just cut me off.
I cure wounds.
Yeah, cast cure wounds.
Yep.
So far, Felix, you have taken 115 points of damage. How many
Okay.
hit points you got?
Give me a sec. Let me pull up a calculator.
It's about 27, I think.
I've got 149. So.
All right, let's go ahead and I've got 4 spell slots.
I'm down to 34.
And then you got healed to
My
16.
bows.
If he's taking the same damage as Baphomet does, he's dead, man.
Fuck.
Yeah, I'd be doing this as it goes on. So there are the 4 cures. that
Okay,
you
so
get.
16.
you get 16 at the first time. Don't keep adding them together.
Okay.
The next slash comes straight across your midsection, and you guys watch as he opens up almost to the spine. And Hera steps behind and puts a hand on your back and lowers you to the ground as you are just, you can't breathe, you can't do anything. There's too much blood in your throat and lungs as Felix is on the ground, bleeding out very rapidly. Dom, you throw that cure wounds on him, getting him back up. But it doesn't close him up all the way. That is just so much damage for him. Yes.
Can I use my heal? My 25% heal?
Wait
yeah,
till
you
next
can.
one. No, wait till the next turn, mate.
So you're gonna have some critical effects on you in just a moment, because this is a lot of these are like massive damage, which would instantly kill you anyway.
Yeah.
As Dom steps forward to heal, you feel as every part of you just sets on fire as these, like a small sun explodes in your chest, and it sears the stomach cavity that's just been cut open and starting to heal up. As you all avert your eyes and look back, there is just this blackened person on the floor, burnt to a crisp. With Dom's healing, you're back at 0.
Mm-hmm. All right, and now I'll use my...
Unconscious. You can't use it while unconscious. So Dom would then touch you.
Yeah.
You want to try to use that heal now?
Yep. So 149. So if I'm back up, I get 37 hit points on top of that.
That should offset the 308.
It's fine. Yeah. One hit.
Then,
One hit.
as you sort of like-
saving throws.
as you take this breath in, like, you feel this pressure against your chest, and you all watch as this small bead of light builds and then detonates. As Felix has a hole in his chest where his heart was. He coughs once, twice, and then it's just still. And we'll take a break right about
Fuck you.
there.
Sarah, calm down. Your shoulders are starting to bug your ears.
So, I hope everyone's enjoying this so far. We'll be back in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. We'll see how the crew resolves this.
I got you, Felix.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Roll for Damage, Friday night's episode of Heart of the Plains, episode 10. Don't Fear the Reaper, which has become all the more appropriate after Valiste inadvertently destroyed Felix. He didn't realize it was happening.
Inadvertently.
Well, did he mean to accidentally destroy Felix?
I'm on to him.
Baphomet had linked himself to young Felix O'Farah, and then he and Valiste had a duel in a memory.
Yeah, we did.
Valiste won, but Felix is dead. He has been disemboweled, disarmed, and his heart has been destroyed. During the break, we had some interesting chat about how spells are going to work on a corpse, and for the most part, they don't. So I'm curious to see what the players do.
The soul is willing, but the flesh is weak.
And flaccid.
Hera stands up, the Lady of Ravens. and she whispers a word. She turns over her shoulder, and you see as a bird-like figure, much like a kenku, but also ghostly and ethereal, in a long robe, carrying a small scythe on the hip. He nods to the lady and waits in the corner, settling down. She turns to all of you. I'll bring back your friend Valiste and let you decide what to do with Felix. And she flicks open the book and lays it on the desk, and a doorway opens. Valiste walks through it, and you see...
Yeah, boys and girls, yeah! You fucking cunt. Oh, no, oh, no. Oh,
So you see your friend dead on the floor.
Fucking demons! God damn it! Oh.
Yeah, I probably should have guessed that.
Yeah, who
wasn't
knew
gonna
making
be
a
straight.
pact with the demon lord was a bad idea? Fuck!
Tig's gonna walk up to Val and give him a big hug.
And Val's like, he's like, and Tig's arms sort of encompass him, and he's like, Tig,
Lifts you from the floor.
Tig!
I'm just gonna whisper in his ear. Do you love your tribe?
Tig, don't. It's
Do
supposed
you-
to, we're only supposed to have tears in the last 30 minutes of the episode.
Valiste, you are Battleship. You are Tig Battleship. Do you need your tribe like Tig does?
Yes. Fuck, why do you think I did that?
Do you trust Tig?
Yes, Tig. I trust you.
You not leave Tig behind.
Never.
You not leave
Tig.
Felix behind.
Of course
Promise
not.
me.
Of course not. I promise.
Then you help me fix him.
You help me fix him, I'll fix him.
Okay? Don't ever leave Tig behind. Okay?
I won't, Tig.
Okay. I'm gonna go walk over to Hera.
Kind of smiles softly at you and sort of, well, looks up to you, I guess, because you're huge. Is there anything I can do for you? At all? Anything?
Felix is missing parts, and Tig's battleship needs his tribe. They are Tig's tribe. So, and they are here now. Some of Tig's tribe is not here anymore, and Tig can't have them back. So, can Tig make a trade?
What trade?
He has no heart, and I have one he can have. He also has no arm.
Don't give him the arm, Tig.
I can replace that too. I have nothing else to give. But I can't leave my tribe, and I can't be left behind.
As you're explaining this to her, against her will, she has her memories. And I don't think Schroeder has intentionally done this. Maybe she has. But behind Hera, on the wall, there is an image of her kneeling over a frost giant. A god that they had slain when they had to fix a problem. And you sort of see her reach into her chest and make a tearing motion and replace her heart with that of this demigod. Her body starts sort of freezing over as she, gets inundated with this cold energy. The scene sort of flashes forward, and you can see that there is a seat with this old man who bears a striking resemblance to the elven god, Carlin. And she takes her heart and gives it to him. This spark of this divine power from this frost giant god for him to take. And he does so, and he steps forward and once again becomes youthful and strong as Hera falls to her knees and dies on the floor. That scene starts to fade away, and her eyes sort of refocus on you. If that's the trade you want to make, I won't stop you. I have asked my psychopomp to wait, to give you time to say goodbye. But if this is what you want to do, I accept it.
Tig, are you going to give your heart for his? Or are you going to give Nissa's heart? Because that's a trade.
Nissa is not coming back. Tig can't have Nissa back. It's not natural. And when Tig wanted to become a tree one day, become nature, and have Nissa with her forever. But Tig can't have that anymore. And I won't give up all of you and be that selfish. If I at least have my own heart and I at least have I can still save someone.
Don't give Arm. Arm is yours. I can
Not
fix...
giving arm.
I can
giving
fix...
something better.
You are. I can fix the arm. I can't fix the heart.
I'm going to reach up and break off one of Tig's antlers.
Okay.
Bree, we're going to need a redraw on this. Just a minor modification to the character visuals. And if I could get a sword rather than a scythe while you're at it, that'd be great. Thanks.
And we get 4 versions of Felix, just each with different limbs. Just, you've been cycling through them a lot lately.
Hera steps forward and reaches out a hand to your still elven arm and takes it and gives it a small squeeze and leaves you next to Felix's body. Are you ready? Only you can do this. I will help, but you have to be the one to give this across.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Well, Tig has her heart. Tig also has Mrs. So it's not fair for Tig to keep. It's not fair for me to hold on to something that I can't have back and keep promising that I can. So to keep current tribe for as long as possible and to keep saving more people. I think actually I think can I say goodbye to friends first, please? Well, say thank you and sorry to friends first, please.
Of course.
I'm gonna go over and give Val a really big hug first.
So she wanders over to you, Val, and wraps you up in her arms. She's absolutely massive compared to you, obviously, but surprisingly gentle.
Val just hugs her back. He might say, "Is this the end, Tig?"
No. Like Tig told you before that Tig is like tree. That even if Tig falls down, Tig will always grow back. And
Then why are we acting like it's the end, Tig?
because Tig is giving up a lot more than she wanted to. But as long as Tig has tried, then it's okay. I have an idea. I quickly run over to Hera and whisper in her ear, "Can I actually give mine instead?"
Of course. Do what you need to do.
Thank you. I'm gonna run over and give Dom a big hug as well. If you need to leave Tig behind one day, it's okay.
I
But-
know.
Just be here until you need to go. And then tell Tig you go, okay?
We still haven't gotten what you came here for. So we're not going anywhere yet.
I just proved I can fight gods. Let's go find another god.
Welcome to the club.
And this one isn't. Yeah, no, you're teamed up with two god killers. Fuck yeah, Dom. Let's go do this shit.
Fuck, guys.
Hey, oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
You guys.
You are big and strong. Like Tig now. Maybe more. And I'm gonna head on over to Hera and kneel down beside Felix's body.
Okay, you said you snapped off an antler.
Yeah, that's correct.
What do you want to do with that?
I'm gonna look to and pretty much talk to him like I always do and just, you let me do this to help me once before so I could save lots of other people. Please let me do it again for him and make him big and strong so he can help keep Tig safe too, like you did. And I'm going to pretty much stab the antler into his arm, where the arm would normally go, like Tig.
The stump.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
Hera
Shush, you're
watches
dead.
that and touches the arm gently, and then takes your hand, your arm's hand, the mithril coating on your fingers, and brings it slowly up to your chest over your heart, and taps you on the hand, saying, "Whenever you're ready, I'll be here to hold you and make sure you get through this. Okay?"
Okay. I really hope this works.
Same.
Okay. And I will stab into my chest and rip my heart out.
So you
Roots
all
and all.
hear this sharp crack and this sharp intake of breath from Tig. You pull your hand out of your chest, and there in it is a mostly wooden heart that still moves like it's flesh. The arteries coming off it are still fleshy. It's bleeding a little bit, and every time it sort of beats and it's slowing down, there's this faint pulse of green through the cracks in the bark. What do you do?
I guess I put it into his chest where his heart would normally go, and I don't have any hero points to spend or burn doing this.
Can I use mine?
Nope, you are dead, sir.
Should have done
can
that
you
before.
I'm sorry, Nissa. I'm sorry. Can I try and use one of my nat 20s to make it work?
And so you place the heart in his chest, and your body starts to grow heavy. Hera lays you down next to Felix. With no heart beating, you sort of slowly close your eyes. You two, Valiste and Dominic, watch as the stump, the where the tree's been, the antler's been stabbed into, slowly small roots grow up around the arm. Hera closes her eyes and starts muttering something. From within Felix's chest, the slow green beat starts up.
May
Yes.
if you don't mind, I turn to the lady and I go, "Lady, whatever grace I have, whatever is given to me, please pass it to her. My quest is done. My job is done. She still has someone she loves to save. Mine is here. Don't let her die. If it requires my life, take it."
She reaches into her pocket of her sort of gown and brings out 4 rings, hands one to you, and gives you a second. "Take this to your friend Dominic." And she slides one onto Tig's limp hand and the other onto Felix's. Do you put the rings on, guys?
Fuck it.
To make
I
sure-
use all my might to put on the ring.
I'll go with it. Fuck it. Yeah, let's do that. You think, Shro?
Cast it. Cast it into the fire.
Yeah, no,
put that
we
on.
do that. I do that.
All right. So you all do that. Just if that's what you want, that's fine.
The die is cast.
Step back and hold on, this will hurt. And you both feel as if your heart's being ripped out, as if you've been set on fire, as if your arm's been cut away, as if you've been disemboweled. You both lose 66% of your hit points.
Me and Dom.
Both of you, yes.
Fine.
No visible scratching, scarring, cutting.
It's
Just
It's
2/3.
important for me. 2/3 of what I have left.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Sure.
and sort of, I don't think you'd be screaming in agony. You're kind of prepared for something, but you're both having trouble with the sheer amount of pain as you're feeling multiple deaths rip through you.
I've done this twice today already.
Hera looks to you, Tig, and just taps you gently on the chest. And Dom and Valiste watch as this ethereal sort of heart that was hanging there, it was Nissa's heart, solidifies into flesh and blood. An elven heart appears. And she makes a swirling motion as she casts just a very small healing spell, which sort of starts healing it up. Tig is now asleep, but alive. To Felix, those roots have been growing over your arm. Slowly, that arm appears as almost a fully formed human arm across your one that was being cut away from mid-bicep. You guys notice his roots crawl under him and they worm into where the demonic flesh is and push it away, and a bone structure of wood forms.
Cool.
Until he has two
Hands.
two full wooden arms.
Oh.
And she then taps Felix on the chest, makes a small motion, and says, "Rise, Felix Oakheart. It's time to wake up." You are alive, Felix. And Tig gets a hero point.
Yes, she fucking does.
Oh,
Legendary inspiration.
yay.
Dom puts an arm on Val and says, 500 years fighting titans, gods, archdemons, and that thing there, pointing at Tig, still scares me more than any of them.
That is Josh acting Val's response. Val, who is at death's door, himself is like, mate.
Oh, fucking hell.
Val, he turns and he says, Dom, you know why you can't die, mate? You don't want to. You're still scared. That's why. It's only the scared that keep living. We don't want to die yet.
In all of your minds, as Tig is still asleep on the floor, you have this image fill your head. It superimposes itself over reality of Tig standing across from Nissa, their hands clenched. To the side is Vanny casting a spell where vines wrap around their hands and form 2 wedding bands. You are all getting this from her, and your rings are faintly pulsing, the ones you put on your hands. Tig wakes up and that image fades. Now, just before we keep going, that was a little heavy. Do we need a couple minute break for everyone to sort of like get themselves in order? I'm okay with that.
I would like I'd like 5 minutes. if
Yeah,
that's
5
cool.
minutes, please.
All right. I am
Chat
sorry,
needs a
audience.
break.
We did just come back from a break, but you know, like I said, that was fairly heavy. So if you don't mind, we're going to take just a couple minutes.
Splash our faces.
Yeah.
So,
Get a new box of tissues because I ran out.
we will take. We'll run Child's clip once
Still
more
fell.
for a minute. We'll let these guys just wash their faces, whatever they do, and then we'll come back. And if they're not back at their seats, I will just chat, I guess, until that time.
We'll be quick. Don't worry. I don't want to miss
So
it.
we won't be too long. So thank you.
A
for
little heavy.
understanding.
A little. Well played, Chad. Well played.
Storm fell still at the airport. I'm sorry for crying in the airport.
Oh, mate. Battleships are.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Roll for Damage. We just had to take a quick break there as the roleplay got a little heavy. So,
Like mountains.
I
Little
might
heavy.
have been talking before
Like
things
little.
actually start up again, but hopefully it was okay.
It's probably
You
right.
get the point.
We're back.
So, Felix has just been raised from the dead. There
Something we
was
can do.
a little bit of divine intervention, which was creating a
Bridge.
heart within Tig that was more of a metaphorical essence of a loved one. But the fact that she tore her own heart out to raise Felix was intense.
Badass.
So we'll get back to it. Hera turns to you all. Those rings aren't just a pretty trinket.
Oh,
They connect all of you. With concentration, you'll be able to hear each other's thoughts, send messages over vast distances, and they link you. You'll know if one of you falls, no matter where you are. And you can, if 100% need be, give your own life force to others wearing those rings.
yes. Yes.
From now on, you're one. You either all fall or none of you do.
So
This is the way.
I assume you beat the demon then.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Yeah. Okay.
Val is kneeling next to Felix. He is Val and Dom watched the whole business, and when Val wouldn't have moved until he established that both were gonna be okay. But as soon as oh fuck me, as soon as both of them looked like they were going to be okay, he would have looked at Dom and gone, Tig, and I would have moved to Felix. and sort of helped him up into a sitting position and goes, so, because he's still not across what exactly happened to Felix.
And Felix is still very much like, what the fuck happened?
He's like, you okay, mate?
Okay is a bit of an understatement, to be fair. I'm alive?
Hey, look. Pluses and minuses.
Wow.
So I got this suspicion that you may have been taking everything I did to Baphomet. And I'm going to be honest, and I'm sort of apologizing for this. I didn't hold back. And I kind of hope you understand why I didn't.
Val, I want you to know that whatever...
This sword is fucking awesome.
Yeah, the sword's sick. I want you to know that you didn't need to fight for me, and the fact that you did is why I consider you to be one of my closest friends.
Felix. Mate, I did need to fight for you.
Fuck.
And it's a little unsettling that you don't seem to understand that about me yet. Mate, you took one in. I say this, and it sounds dirty, but you took one in the cheek for me.
Yeah.
We came here for one purpose, and we came here for four purposes, and I'm the only guy who got what he actually came for. At this point, it's incumbent upon me to do whatever it is I can for you. And just FYI, you need to give Tig a serious hug.
I have a feeling, yeah. Holy shit!
I offer him my arm, like warrior arm, like forearm to forearm, and I help him up.
I get up, I throw your arm away. Nah, fuck this. I just give you the biggest hug. I'm like,
oh, okay. I was helping you up so you could hug Tig, but yeah, no, sure, all right, yeah.
Oh, Tig will get a hug.
There is a full blood hug. There is a like.
First of all, I need to hug the person that fucking freed me from the stupid demon curse I never fucking questioned. I give you a hug.
Fine. Great. Yeah. No.
All right. We'll never speak of this again. All right. Take it.
Speak for yourself. I intend to remind you of it every time before you fall asleep. Yeah.
Wow,
Pig.
that's a raid.
Yeah.
As soon as she said that, thank you very much, Archer, for the raid.
Shit. A card.
You are about 20 minutes late on the waterworks. We had quite
guys
the moment there.
Rewind.
I ran out of tissues from crying.
So
that's why I was like, oh shit, what the fuck?
So thank you very much for that. But we'll get back to it. I hope your stream was good.
So I'll walk over to Tig and Dom. How's everything over here?
You can see Dom is just like staring into the middle distance with his hands on this ring.
Yeah, and Tig is kind of just staring at Dom right now, looking absolutely heartbroken. Not saying anything.
Tig.
Yeah.
I can't begin to express to you how much I'm grateful for what you've done. I know that couldn't have been an easy decision.
No. it wasn't. But
She's not gone, Tig. She's still here.
Because of Valis Day, I can remember a lot more.
Look, I just want to say one thing. Even though people may leave and things may leave from the tribe, they still live on. They still live on within our hearts and within our memories.
Yeah, but Tig didn't have until now. I didn't have any of those memories. And then I found out that I had Nissa's heart. I thought if I give you mine, at least I still have hers. I hoped it would work. Because at least Tig has a part of her. And Tig's tribe is a lot of people, a lot of things, from long, long ago, and from right now. And I mean, Tig needs Valis Day and Dominic and you, and if we didn't have you, all of us would be gone. Tig needs you to know that you have given up more than more. You've given up this much.
Tig, it occurs to me that the fact that you're able to express that shows exactly how much Nissa loved you. Still does. Because her heart beats in your chest. Just as yours beats in Felix's. Mind that, mate. We're all connected now. And I count myself the luckier for it. Nissa was a very lucky woman. She bound herself to someone who would literally give her heart for someone else. I was prepared to give my life. You were prepared to give your heart.
Tig wants to be a tree so she can help other people and be a part of the forest one day. I think Felix deserves to finish what he started.
I mean, Tig, I think all of us here are kind of bound to figuring out each other's bullshit.
Yes?
We want to find out what happened to Tig. We want to find out what happened to Felix's dad, and we want to help Dom die, I guess. It's a weird quest. That one I'm not necessarily on board with, but he seems pretty dead set on it, so I'm like, why not? What?
Tig don't know if we can now.
Well, kill Dom. Yeah, no, it might hurt.
You know what?
No.
You know what?
Yeah,
We'll find a way. We have always found a way in the past week and a bit that I have been with you guys. We have always found a way to get stuff done. And if Dom wants to die, I'm damn well will help him find a way to do it.
It seems to be a little more complicated than that, but boy, I wish I'd read the terms and conditions of these rings.
Dom, mate.
Hera stands up and sort of walks towards a wall, which reforms to a window and looks out. You can hear the faint sound of bells ringing. And then she turns, comes back to you.
Why are you worried about the rings?
Because if I get released from this curse, I can't imagine my body's gonna hold on much longer.
Well, you want to die.
I want to be free, Tig. I don't want to be bound by this anymore.
Tig, Dom's
You
a
can
human.
choose to take that ring off if you are set on moving on.
It's one of those knocking on the door situations again. It's just super simple overthinking this.
Dom's like looking at his like gauntleted hand and being like, "Geez, well, most of the time when the gods give me things, they kind of get stuck on me for a while."
I can take this off.
I like bends over like, ooh.
Val goes, this is the thing. She's not a god. She's a lich. Idiot.
These rings are old magic made by Cyrene a long, long time ago.
Oh, yeah. On that subject.
Well,
And on that, yeah.
The other thing is, if these ones want to let you go, they don't have to share themselves with you. You can let him go. You had questions about Cyrene?
Oh, can we visit her again? She's still alive, right?
She is, in
Yeah.
a manner of speaking.
Well, in that,
She exists.
yeah. So if Dom, okay, all right, okay.
I'm sorry, Lady of Ravens. You'll have to.
Her
We're
name is
emotional right now. It's
been a bit of a day.
yeah,
Do you
a day of days, even. If
My
you would
lady.
let me, if I could say my catchphrase, what a day of days this day has been.
Yay!
My lady, seeing as I'm sort of now your paladin, and Josh is saying this, what is the appropriate manner of address? I assume I kind of know, maybe. If not, he would go with Lady Hera.
She nods towards you.
May we rest a while in your library?
You may, however, I had summoned the ferryman to take you on to your next destination.
Oh,
Um,
I might need a short while. Killing one of the 8 greater demons of the pit was, taxing.
Yeah,
And then-
I'm not gonna lie. I sort of just died.
And then rezzing my friend.
about 10 minutes ago. I'd like to have a few moments.
And then rezzing my friend because he took literally half the damage I did to the cunt. It was also somewhat tiresome.
when you can stay here, I can resummon him if needed. However, you can also rest on his ferry.
Well, fuck it. Let's do that. If he's not is he nice? And I use the word very lightly.
Nice is a...
Does he demand anything that we can't afford to give?
As long as you have payment.
I think the 4 of us have payment.
What was it again?
Valuable memories?
Coin for the ferryman.
He values death and life, and I mean, oh no, because I've realized what Val would give. It's book.
You want to see Cyrene as well? Why?
How do I? She has an object of mine
Felix's sword
sort of like back.
was hers before it was his. Seeing into your memories gave him an opportunity to get it back. And Felix, I suppose, out of foolishness or respect, I don't know which, I assume the second, didn't take that opportunity.
I have... Where do you intend to go?
The boat.
On the far end of your journey of the boat.
Oh, no, yeah.
Leave her going to the far edge of the plane. Is that not
I
the-
mean, we have 3 distinct goals at this point. One is Nissa and Kurzog. One is, well, and the other 2 I think are the dude, the gentleman, the
Pyre.
no, that's Tig. The other 2 are the gentleman of bones or whatever. I don't remember his name. Probably not important.
If you're looking after, if you're looking for someone that is dead, and to see the endless Lord and
that one.
That's all. The realm of
You have to
the
cross
dead.
the Styx.
The boatman can take you.
Well, then I suppose we're all going the same way. Blair, let's do that.
Yeah.
It's a place that exists on the edge of the plane of negative energy.
I love it. Sounds great. Fantastic.
It's
Let's do that.
harrowing.
44.76% harrowing.
Do we have to pay to go both ways on boat?
You pay for any ride you take. If you want something, I can have something waiting for you at your destination, Felix.
Felix is sort of dumbfounded.
I have friends that move in higher circles than me. Cyrene is hard to track down. Skordar might be able to do it. Sorry, you would know him as Skoradin. It's... If he can't track her down, maybe he could provide something. He's a god of the forge, after all.
I would appreciate that very much.
From what I've seen, you are skilled with a blade, a rapier or saber.
Yes, a rapier, as it would be.
Okay. Well, if there's no other questions to ask, I can see you from this realm. You are all welcome anytime. The door will stand unlocked for any of you.
I have one question. Just because I love quests. Laddie, you have done me many favors. More than possibly I deserve. What would you have me do?
Maintain the balance. Bring memories of those that have been lost. That's all this place is.
you a big book.
That was never in question.
She sort of stands
I
up
miss him, Tig.
and starts ushering all of you towards a door. But she listens to you speak. If you have any questions, she'll answer them. But she's sort of like getting you down to be ready.
She's like, yeah, it's getting a bit late. If you could go to your car.
I've-
please."
I've
I've
sort
got
of
some
wearing
books to
on.
write. Jesus, come on.
Oh God. If we pay to go both ways on ferry, does that mean that Tig can't be a tree in Fae?
I think Tig can always be a tree in Fae. You have to come back. The cost might be significant. But as my understanding goes, the ferryman accepts payment in lives. Is deaths and births and lives, and I've taken my own few in my time. I could pay for all of this. I just don't know if I'm going to be allowed to.
If you want to return, the ferryman's just the fastest way to travel for those that don't have the power to move by their own means. If you have any abilities which allow you to move back and forth through the planes, you can. There are certain entities which will do it for you.
Actually,
Just another adventure.
interestingly, I might be able to.
What?
She walks you through a door, down a corridor, and opens up what looks like just a regular, innocuous door, and it opens up over a cliff face that looks down on the river Styx.
Is there anything else you need?
I think you've done plenty.
Reassuring hug wouldn't go astray.
He sort of just pats you on the shoulder.
You'll be fine.
God damn.
Can Tig have her doll back?
The book one?
Mm.
Val never let it go. And Val gives it to her.
Oh no, that's not what I meant.
Okay.
You mean the doll from your memory?
Yeah.
That one. Okay. The book one was, yeah.
Tell you what, I'll give you that doll, but I want you to keep a lookout for someone for me.
Mm-hmm.
My brother Hermes was destroyed. I believe he will be where you are traveling to.
Okay.
And she pulls a mask out of her pocket, like out of a gown, I guess. And it's like the perfect likeness of an elven man.
Ooh.
And passes it to you.
If you see this man,
Does not look like Hermes, your god, there, agent.
His mind is
Thank
getting.
you.
if you find this man, bring him back here,
Okay.
or at least get him out of wherever he is trapped, for I have not been able to find him.
And she goes to the shelf, whispers your name, opens a book, and literally just reaches her hand into the page and pulls out a small doll. And passes it to you. She looks to you, both
Sticks it
Dom,
on the remaining antler.
both Dom and Valiste.
Dominic, you have not asked for anything, except for a way to die. You sure there's nothing?
I mean, My books. Why only that? Everything that's happened since then, everything that happened before then.
That's the time that you became more.
I'm a little in awe, mate. I'm
No
not
matter-
more yet.
No matter what happens, no matter what spells, no matter how even the gods heave, they will not be able to change that point in time. You will always be there firing that arrow.
You change it. You change path.
You changed the world.
You did.
Yeah,
So
I
nothing is
destroyed
good enough
mine.
for the book.
Not destroyed. Nothing's ever really gone.
It
Whether
only
you change-
transforms. Sorry.
Whether you change the world for the better or worse comes down to your choices. And she sort of grabs you by both cheeks and looks you straight in the eyes. If you really want to go and pass on, I'm sure you can find a way. But there is so much more you can do and be if you wish to walk another path. I can't tell you everything, but trust in yourself and your friends. You might have some surprises in store for you yet. And as she sort of lets go of you, this glowing handprints stay on your face for a second and sink into your skin. You have inspiration for the moment, since she's given you nothing else. So if you need that at any point, standard inspiration. Not something I usually give out because we have hero points. And then she sort of looks to you, Valiste. Champion, you're not exactly outfitted as you should be. And she takes a small piece of her chainmail armor and touches it to your chest. And from it, yes, you get a brand new outfit. We're
What?
total makeover.
Sailor Moon transformation.
Heck yeah.
She's ragging on your cord,
It's sort of-
man.
The piece of chain stretches out to become a glowing mithril breastplate, which is the same as hers.
Oh.
I will tell you after this what that does for you. But yes,
Cool.
your low AC is not really there anymore. You just got to upgrade. But it's covered in her symbols.
Yeah. I'm going to need a rework.
And she says goodbye and good luck and steps back through the door and closes it. And it just becomes a solid wall again.
Bye.
I can still see you guys. That's just FYI.
Bye.
Right. So you're staying as cliff face, and the bells are sort of slowly sinking away. The sound has been there for quite a while. You just haven't really paid attention because you've had this conversation.
Yeah.
On the river that you can see, it's actually not that far away. You may be 50 meters up, 50 meters away. So you know you can do the math. But
Hypotenuse 75.
yes. Why did my
What?
words? Yes.
Look at
Let me just get my
Pythagoras
notes.
over there.
I'm almost certain I'm wrong.
My notes are opening, and when they do, you will have the description because I restarted my computer and now they're being a pain in the ass. So, as we all wait patiently for the DM to actually do his job.
Talk among yourselves.
Yes.
Does
No.
it
So, This great river seems to wind out from this small dock where you can see a bunch of people sort of huddled together in a tight pack. It just winds out and out to beyond infinity. It just doesn't seem to fall off the horizon. It's like no matter how far you look, it just kind of keeps going. Sometimes seems like curve up into the sky. On the other side, it falls down. There's small, like open, more like lakes almost along the river, and it just ripples gently and like ghost lights swim in its inky depths. Looking at it, who you guys rolled checks before? Do you remember who actually knew about this place?
The
Ooh.
library? The river.
The river.
I
Otherwise, you guys
feel
can make
like I
religion checks if you
flubbed the
want.
fucker.
Yeah, I
What's
think we
else?
all flubbed
Yeah,
it.
I
We
think-
didn't.
I think you guys can make yourself another religion check since you're now looking at it.
With Tig's
Like,
extra
I feel like-
intelligence.
I feel like I would know the shit about this now.
Yeah, you probably should. Let's see what we get. 16.
Well, nope, 16.
Religion, you say?
Stay.
Yeah,
Huh,
there you
negative
go.
2.
There you go. Yeah. So no shit.
Curiosity.
Tig actually gets a 12.
I'm a bit
was the-
unconscious because of all the hits to the head and chest.
The
and
DC
other
was
things.
10 as well. Like, it wasn't
Oh,
hard.
what the-
I
Tig
guess
gets
your god
it!
didn't bestow you with everything then.
it's just like, well, look, if you're gonna win, you're gonna have to burn all the things that other people have bought you, because one is what you're getting, motherfucker, is what the game is telling me.
Right. So you all know that this is except for Val, who, you know what, you lived in the Shadow Plane, so I'd say you had
Did.
advantage and passed. So it's kind of
Thanks.
This is the way to each and every plane where a soul may come to the rest, from the deepest depths of hell and the infinite layers of the abyss, all the way to the golden heights of heaven. You can be taken on this river to there, whether you're a soul that has departed or a mortal traveling through the planes. This is one way to get wherever you want to go.
Cool.
The river seems to have no stable direction as you look at it. It's changing flow at any given moment. And as you look into its waters, waves that are crashing in the shape of small hands grasping at the living creatures that dare brave its shores. You see in the distance a small skiff, and on it, pushing on the surface of this river of souls, is a humanoid figure. This humanoid figure seems to be very thin to the point of emaciation, and he has a long stick which he's just using to guide it through the waters. You want to travel down to the docks?
There's
Just gonna
our
wave as it
ride.
passes.
Let's. Well, we've come all this way. We might as well.
How those digits, mate? How you going?
They're a bit stiff.
Wooden?
I'm still. It's not. I'm not used to having wood as my limbs.
You'll get used to it.
Thank you for finishing that sentence.
Fire is bad.
Yeah, no, avoid that.
Fire usually bad.
Yeah, but worse for you, I feel. Yeah, all right. Actually,
You'll
Josh,
be pining for your old arms for a while.
Yeah. Just go for lots of swims. Not here.
Uh,
Go for lots of swims. Your arms might like. Might
much
go
appreciated.
flowers.
So you make your way down to the docks.
Yeah.
Yep.
You see the groups of people that are down there start to like form a line down the dock to where this skiff has pulled up. The boatman steps off the ferry onto the dock and has a tall staff and just taps it once on the dock. The sound rings out and this plinth of bone grows out of the dock. He looks at the crowd and says, "Your coins for passage. Place them on the plinth." And you see, as this group of people start coming forward and placing a coin down and stepping on the boat, placing a coin down, stepping on the boat. As they step on the boat, they either stop and rest on a rail or they take a seat. But as soon as they stop moving for a second, they just sort of shimmer and fade. And the boat is once again empty. A swaggering knight walks forward. And the boatman looks down at him. You have no coin. At this point, you guys are not too far away. You can obviously hear the conversation. This knight sort of looks at him with a smirk. You get that demand passage. There is no response from the boatman as he just starts ushering other people forward. He's around onto the boat. The boatman slowly turns around to face him. Take not one more step. The knight sort of swings around. You can see, like, he's got this look on his face of, who the hell you think you are? I am not scared of you, old man. I was the Lord Champion of Estrodal. You are nothing to me. The knight draws his sword and tries once again to move towards the boat. The ferryman just sort of watches him. As the knight steps across the threshold, he freezes mid-step. You hear this faint moan and grunt of exertion from the knight. His armor glows brightly as he starts channeling holy power. Ballister, you recognize this as someone trying to use paladin abilities. You've done this sort of thing before just recently.
Yeah.
It pulses once, twice,
3 times
and then
already.
Goes out. You watch as his finely wrought plate armor starts crumpling along the arm, and with its crumpling, it actually turns his blade and till it's up against his throat.
Ooh.
He starts breathing heavily. The helm seems to be gripped by some sort of invisible force, and the breastplate starts groaning. With a gurgling noise, his breastplate and helm give way, and the sword just rasps along his throat. The boatman steps forward and reaches into the shredded mass of meat as it breathes its last. Puts his hand, just phases into this guy's back, and he pulls out a silently screaming soul. You have forfeited your soul for nothing. It is mine now, and mighty paladin, if your god wants it back, then they can come and claim it. And he just throws the soul into the river. You see these hungry hands reach up, grab it, and drag it beneath the surface. The boatman looks to the rest. Pay with your coins of meaning or be gone. None step upon my ferry without proper payment.
I like this guy.
Sure.
Who's leading the walk down there?
Oh.
Could be.
So Dom is?
Sure.
Yep. Followed him.
Yep.
So you all move up. He's like, more mortals. You're interesting. Looking straight at Dom.
I mean, I could certainly say the same to you. I wouldn't mind getting a hand on your book one day.
Have a book, child. I was here at the beginning, and I'll be here at the end.
Well, great. Then you got to know your way around and be able to get us where we're going then.
Where do you wish to go?
I believe our next stop is the Endless Lord.
Well, sorry to interject. I believe
Gates
that's
of the negative plane.
that's our end stop. There might be a few other places that some of us would like to visit before getting there. Like maybe going to see someone's dead relative that we were sort of the whole reason he came here.
Yeah. Two people kind of have to do that.
Yeah.
Do you have payment?
Dom reaches into a small satchel on his side and pulls out 2 Cretan coins that he has from before his homeland was destroyed, before he was at war with Croya, and all of that. 2 coins that he kept from the beginning of the very first campaign. And puts them onto the altar.
Okay. You see the plinth is actually empty. Anytime someone's placed a coin on it, it's disappeared. Your coins sit there. He looks to the rest of you. Any others?
I pull out. I believe we were given coins at the very start of the campaign, as we were passing through the plains. Is that correct? Yeah,
that's correct.
So I pull out one of the coin that I received, and put that on the.
Felix, you need that to get back.
It's all I have.
He sort of looks at it, picks it up. This will do, and it vanishes.
Coming back.
He looks to you, Val, Tig. Back to Dom. I've realized what's different with you. It's that bow.
That's one thing for sure.
I'm not usually the one to make deals. I leave that for lesser creatures. However, if you promise to return that bow to the one who it was originally given, the one who's meant to wield it, I will allow all your friends passage.
What?
Does that mean I get my coin back? Just for clarification.
He looks to you, and as you got your hand up, you feel already freeze, and he just nods once, and you feel like pressures drop away.
Thank you.
I believe the owner of this boat, the owner or the one it was given to? Because one's stuck on an astral plane.
Where you are heading, he still resides.
We met him recently. Not on the astral plane.
The one that bow is for is in your path.
Okay.
You know who I speak of, Dominic.
Pyre?
That bow. Before Pyre. Originally given.
I'm trying to remember his name.
It wasn't Kurzov, was it? By any chance?
Wasn't Serpedon,
Maybe you could.
Golden One, the Silver Lord. It's been a few centuries since I was given this.
The
Not
human
like you have a
mind
book to get
cannot.
references from.
That bow is the vestige of Apollo. Return it to him.
I'd love to. Where is he?
You will find him on your way. We have a deal.
Yeah, we've got a deal. We've got a deal, Dom. Yes, we have a deal. Yes.
Yeah, we have a deal.
He sort of looks towards the plinth, and your coin reappears there.
Thank you. Didn't even break a sweat.
Step
wooden
aboard
hands.
my boat. It's now raining heavily, so I'm going to shut my window.
Yeah, it turns out the water
that was-
effects isn't.
I thought it was veg. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess Tig will get on the boat. I don't think this water is good for
Oh yeah, no, stay out of that.
No.
Tig.
It's mine.
Okay. You step on the boat as you kind of take your places. You stop and you look around, and the people on the dock is gone. There's just you guys and the boatman. And he starts slowly pushing it away from shore.
Okay.
Well, where do you wish to go?
Isn't Land of Dead?
Point to Felix.
I wish to visit my father, Jared O'Farah.
Are you sure you want to go where he is? He
Where
gave
is he?
himself over. He would be so disappointed, Felix.
Tell me that. Don't tell me that.
He gave himself so you could live.
Felix, mate, I got some second thoughts going on in the sort of the lizard brain bit of me. Boatman, where is Jared O'Farah?
He gave himself to the hunger in the dark.
Can you tell us why?
Young Felix here dreamt of war and glory.
Not unusual. Do all fathers have to give their souls so their sons can dream of war?
Well, Jared learned a thing or two from his wife, a witch. He knew some basic divinations and searched the paths. There was none in which Felix lived.
Oh my.
Well, then I'll just have to go thank him myself, won't I?
All right, Felix, I'm with you on this. I'll admit I'm doing it with some trepidation, but yeah, all right, fuck it. Okay.
Is he in the same place as
Nissa?
Nissa and Hermes?
Nissa and Hermes are somewhere far different. Your father displayed that one redeeming mortal emotion.
Hatred?
Well, there's a single thing I respect from you and your kinds. If I represent the end, your capacity for love represents the beginning. I am very, very old. Few things shine brightly in my memory. Your father called out to things in the dark, promising himself as long as you returned home safe. Did you ever wonder why you took so few hits? Why it was so easy to sneak into such a heavily guarded fort?
I mean, it's got to be wearing fairly thin now, right, Felix, mate?
Fucking demons, man. I'm getting real sick of this shit.
Not demons. Older.
No, not Magic Man people, no!
Yes, Soot is there as a
No.
vessel.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Her father's
No.
in the void.
I want off boat. No. No.
So, wait,
No.
Ferryman. Dominic. Jared O'Farrell's in the void.
And you can take us there?
And you can take us there?
Ah,
If need be, I can take you anywhere.
Great.
listen,
Hey, Felix,
guys,
why don't we not?
guys, I'll understand if you don't want to join. But I have lost so much on this fucking journey. I've lost my arm, my leg.
I'm aware of how many
I've-
limbs you've
I've
fucking
died.
lost.
Your other arm.
My other arm.
Shut up, Dom!
I'm not
He's got a point.
leaving here with unfinished business. He is there because of me, and I am going to resolve this issue one way or another.
Ferryman,
Yes.
can any soul be retrieved from the void?
They never have before.
Ah, if we go there, can we come back?
Do you have the blade?
No.
No,
Do
I
you have a way to make a door?
No.
and I'm really like quite proud of myself for asking this question because I feel like it's relevant.
I can't put this.
So I'm like super stoked. Josh, Val is very proud of Josh. No, Felix, no. The amount of times I have grown back one of your fucking appendages. Just no. So we can't. There isn't a way. The boatman, the bloke who does all the toing and fucking throwing, he's like, yeah, maybe. But not really, mate. Not really. You're dead. Felix, he gave himself for you. And this, this obviously sounds extremely self-serving. Like, hey, the guy you've spent the last 20 fucking years looking for, he did some divination and he actually was like, oh shit, okay, well, I've got to give my soul so my son can survive. Look, fuck. I get it, mate. I do. But getting him back, the one door we have, and I hate to admit this, but I just gave it away.
So what you're saying, Ferryman, is that we can go there, but we can't come back.
Yes. Unless
So-
you wish to make a door.
How do you make a door? Do you know?
Yes.
Last time,
That
do
means
you
make
remember?
another
what it took-
I am aware of
The
what
door-
happened last time. And it sucked.
First
Can we
door.
make one?
The first door was made and your blade was formed.
Yep.
You would be making a second one.
Yep.
Oh, none since then. None since then.
You
Okay.
need-
Well, there's others, right? This is just the most. So Void was just the most stable one. There are others.
There are two other ways, yes.
Fuck. Okay. But you can make one?
A stable one.
I don't want to make a stable one. I just want to fuck off.
Holes can be punched through. I can travel freely into that domain.
Can you take us back?
There's only one way in. For my boat, I don't stay there, I drop you at the door.
Oh, great.
Can we arrange a pickup? I've got some pretty
No.
sexy coins.
I mean, if we can't arrange
Why?
a pickup, then you're.
Why do you wish to travel there? Exactly.
I would like to see my father one last time. That's all I ask. I'm not asking to bring him back. I'm not asking to fucking raise him from the dead. I want a chance to say goodbye. Can't a son just get a chance to say goodbye to his father? How much pain and agony do I have to go through? I've come all this way. Do you know what it's been like living the last 20 fucking years?
Fine, I can assist you with that. You want to say goodbye? I will help. However, that bow goes to its owner. And if anyone ever invokes my name, you stand aside. Or I will come for all of you. All of your families. All of the friends you've ever known. Whether they are living or dead, I will feed them to the sticks.
Wait, it's a very meaningful threat, but it lacks a whole bunch of context. What do you mean by the whole I'll come for, like, we're not going to give you up? What?
You might be asked to stand aside from something you don't wish to.
What he's saying is we have to let things happen. If a soul goes, it has to go.
Right.
If we stand in the way of a soul,
He'll fuck it up.
Yeah.
we
Got it.
can't upset nature.
We can't upset the balance.
Probably because he's pissed off,
Is
because
that
we've done
right?
that a couple of times.
There's more going on behind the scenes of reality than you understand.
How?
Firstly,
No, you go on.
do we have an agreement? I can get you to the Endless Lord's shores, to the realms of the dead, in moments. These travels take as long as I want them to. This conversation plays out. Do you want to see your father, Felix, and will your friends be bound by the promise?
I think, Felix, we can safely say will be bound by the promise. So it's on you, mate.
Yes.
All right. We'll be bound by the promise. Dom?
Yeah, I mean, not much choice.
Tig?
Tig respect him. Tig agree with Boatman completely.
Okay.
Tig not happy about going to that
No.
place.
And we'll let it go. We're fresh out of spare hearts, so
Yeah.
the next time a death happens, we'll sort of let it, or whenever you feel an interaction comes. Yeah. Felix wants to meet Dad? Fuck it.
Firstly, we didn't get formalities out the way as you stepped onto my boat. Boatman is one of my titles, such as Ferryman. My name is Charon, last of the four.
Could you spell that?
Charon.
Charon. Charon.
Write this one down.
Okay. That's my fifth note.
We're gonna need that.
He
Yeah.
taps
gonna
his
be relevant.
staff on the skiff and
Charon.
it shrinks down to a small orb in his hand. And in its milky depths, as it clears out, you see a man He is carrying a woman in his arms.
No.
And he's walking through this sort of endless night. The rocks and shards of like obsidian along the ground are sharp, and they just cut straight through any clothing he wears. He falls and he turns his body so that she doesn't hit the ground. Felix, from pictures drawn and old memories, you recognize this body as your mother. As the sun comes up, you see her body slowly turn to mist and evaporate. And in the sun, these creatures rise from the edges of the scene and watch as this man stands over a grave. The grave has your name on it. You can't hear anything from him, but you can see that he's just weeping at the thought of losing his son. He sings a funeral dirge, and the creatures, feeling his pain, start coming for him. They are all shapes and sizes of shadow and blades. Blood and flesh just come running, flying, gliding, swimming through the earth at him. And he fights, and as you watch him fight, you see that he moves exactly as Felix does. Everything that Felix has learnt was from this man. He is cut to shreds. He fights for hours. Not a single demon steps onto the grave of his son. And as the night falls again, he sees this woman walk out of the shadow, stumble and fall, coughing heavily, and he scoops her up and starts walking, and that cycle just continues and continues and continues, and you watch as it just goes on and on and on. Karen snaps you out of it. If you talk, he can hear you. Say your goodbyes.
Oh,
Father.
right.
Father, can you hear me?
The man sort of looks around and then hoists his wife up on one shoulder and draws his blade.
I'm sorry. This is all my fault. If I had known, I never got to say goodbye, and now I feel responsible for where you are and what's going on. I just want to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry I couldn't be the son that you wanted me to be. I'm sorry that I had to leave. I'm sorry that you had to do what you did. Fuck. I'm gonna try and fix this. I don't know how. I don't know how long it will take. But you have my word that I will try and end this however I can.
You watch as the man sort of looks around and he sort of strokes his wife's back. He seems to talk to her about something, looks around. He sort of seems a bit calmer until the sunrise and the body disappears and he's filled with fear again. He sees your grave and the cycle continues. And Charon sort of squeezes the orb and it shatters, and from the falling glass forms his staff again. The promise is kept on my end. Make sure you can do the same.
We just make sure we not interfere. Right?
How will we know when not to? I say this as a being that can change the course of life and death. How will I know when not to interfere, given that I do it on a semi-regular basis?
Care for the small creatures you raise and heal and put down. Certain things must come to pass if my name is invoked. You'll know to step aside.
The wheel.
Good.
Name being Charon or Curzon?
Charon.
Charon. Charon is
Good
invoked.
memory.
I will not get involved.
Good.
You have my word.
He starts pushing on the waters again to move you guys along. Are you heading to the realms of the dead, bordering the plane of negative energy? Why do you head there? I've never known mortals foolish enough to try.
No, you haven't met us, idiot.
You sort of see him,
Hi, Army.
see Val sort of like halfway through his laughing after calling Karen an idiot, just freezes. Does anyone else wish to answer with respect?
We seek loved ones. Nissa, Vanny.
Nissa not there.
Well,
Vanny.
Vanny not there.
Interesting.
Mm.
yeah.
I know of this one.
Geez, I'd hope so.
The Endless Lord has tried for centuries to claim her. He wants her power.
Why?
He wishes to be more powerful than the other gods.
Ooh.
I will take you to the base of the mountain she resides on. There's not much left of her. She is a very, very powerful entity. She is guarded by others.
2 gods down, 4 to go. What of it?
Friends of yours, actually. Dominic.
Yeah. Well, it'll be a big happy reunion, I'm sure. Other than that, who else? Hermes we need to find, and Apollo, of course. You are the only one, I guess, who knows the way there.
There are others, yes.
Where is Nissa and Hermes?
They're there, beyond the gates.
Ooh.
Vanny has not crossed over.
Uh,
And he sort of,
So-
without warning, the skiff hits a bit of land. And there is, in this darkness ahead of you, there's where he said was a mountain is more like a tall hill. And on it is this sort of glowing of light. And in the sky above it is just a raging thunderstorm, which is the almost constant flashes of lightning and the light given off by the creature on the hill are almost the only sources of light here. As the lightning flashes, you see tens of thousands of undead all crawling and climbing up the hill towards them, towards this light. Up there is a few people cutting and slashing, keeping Vanny safe. She isn't moving. There's a little pinprick of light in the distance. Isn't moving at all.
That'd be it. That'd be it.
If that's where you want to go, then go.
Can I
Dom
move?
steps off the boat.
I will clear your path.
Ooh.
That small upstart, the Endless One, thinks he is more, thinks he is death. He knows nothing of it. And he just sort of casually waves his hand, and maybe a 1 mile wide line all the way to the ridge, the top of this hill is cleared, as it's almost like a invisible force has been placed down and then just rapidly shoved them aside. Whatever is there, whether they be spirits or skeletons, zombies, vampires, whatever they were, these undead are obliterated and their parts just scattered.
Oh, that's so cool! You are awesome!
Now, more will come. And remember your promise. And as the last of you steps off the boat, he pushes away and pushes once, pushes twice, and the mist sort of envelop him. And he disappears.
Well, wasn't that just a lovely ride that we've just had? That's just great. I feel so... let's get a move on, shall we?
You make all these jokes, mate, but are you okay?
I don't want to talk about it.
Good. Okay.
For the
Well-
purposes of this as well, riding on his skiff counts as a long rest.
Okay.
Oh.
The kind of long rest that restores.
Everything. It's like the moment you step on it and he pushes, you get a long rest. It's
Cool.
you feel refreshed as well.
Cool.
I don't feel like I just died the day before. Is that
No.
Okay, cool.
Like
Wait,
it's
you died
actually
yesterday?
been for you
God.
guys it feels like
Wisdom
it's
is
instant.
finally healed.
For you guys it feels instant. The
Okay.
passage could have taken 2 years, could have
Months,
taken
weeks,
3 minutes,
days, yeah.
we don't know.
Okay.
As you all start briskly moving towards this point of light on the hill,
Just power walking.
we will end the session there. We're a few
Ugh.
minutes over.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah,
hope
good.
that was enjoyable for you and not
Yeah.
too emotionally heavy.
Just one request, Nova.
Yes?
Next time I play another character with you, can it be a little bit more lighthearted?
Yeah, sure, no
and
problem.
Just not have a bad
Like just all of his family die?
oh man, you know,
Ah.
As opposed to what we've dealt with?
Just
It's the
nothing
curse
goes
of
wrong.
a high-level campaign, right? That's
Yeah, no.
that's it. It's nothing you can do about it. It's everything is always either really good because you're conquering the world at level 17, 18 plus,
Yeah.
or you're like just, oh, I'm trapped in hell, or like the 3,000th layer of the abyss. Let me crawl out.
Yeah.
No in between.
Yeah, that is
This
true.
is the
It
this
makes
is the price we pay.
It makes the good moments really, really good, and it makes the bad moments feel like, oh, my heartstrings.
There's- There
I
are some
like-
proper fucking stakes. That's the thing.
yeah.
I love that though.
I like
No.
Chaz said, lighthearted in game with Nova, no such thing, because he's played or watched every one of my online games, and so far they've all been the ones in my world have been like super stakes heavy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've unleashed
For the
what, two
last,
heads
what,
of Tiamat?
4
Well,
years.
you didn't unleash one of them. You just
Yeah,
watched as
well,
others
we
were.
Yeah,
just watched,
you didn't
but
do
we're-
that. I
we've-
did.
Yeah, no. So we, and I'm pretty sure we means at least two of us. So yeah, look, leave me alone. We have either witnessed or it's happened. Of the 5, we're 40% of the way there. Great, fucking woo. on the relatively small scale of the, Felix's dad gave his soul. What a weirdo. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Moving on. I will thank you to everyone in the chat. You guys were great. Thanks for the
great.
raid. I've loved watching the chat go past. Thank you for all the bits, the subs, the donations, everything. It's been amazing. We really, really appreciate everything.
Thank you.
Everyone that followed as well. Thank you.
20%
This game runs
on the
every
holiday.
Friday night, 10 p.m. Australian Western Standard Time, which I believe is 10 a.m. Eastern Time
Correct.
for the US. So pretty easy to keep track of. Please come back every week. We love having you here, and the story is getting near its end. There's only a few sessions left, unless these guys blow it out of proportion somehow.
Fuck it up awfully,
Because we totally don't want to do that.
Off to the void.
Yeah, I mean
Let's go to
that's
the
more
void
of
at the
a
very end of it.
that's more like a off to the void. Campaign's ended. Woo!
Yeah.
So
and we'll do a new one. Yes.
Yes.
so
We've got a freaking solid tribe now.
Yeah. We have shirts.
We have rings.
Thank you very much to Bree for the art. Cut these guys right off because they still have stuff to do. Thanks, Bree, for the art. It's amazing. It always is. Really appreciate it. Thank you to Nerds of the West, Wonders and Blunders, and There Be Dragons for donating some players. I'm sure there's other people for me to thank, but my head's a bit scattered after everything tonight.
Veg?
Veg, he's kind of cool, but he'll come around in a moment.
Thank you.
If you want to see more of us, look in the panels below. You've got our YouTube, our Discord, our Patreon. There's going to be more stuff going up on all of those things fairly soon. There's also our Twitter, which we're kind of trying to be more active on. And yeah, just a big thank you and appreciation to everyone out there. Before we go away, I'll get everyone to do their goodbyes. So starting with Reese, who had a tough session.
You're making me cry and on stream, and it's
I'm sorry.
How many times have you died now?
Just too many. I'm dead inside. That's
Four, I think.
Anyway. I'm Reese. Spoiler alert, Reese in chat. I am from a channel called Nerds of the West. We live stream board games. We all play video games and stuff like that. We also have a YouTube channel where we put up all our board game content. If that interests you, please feel free to come over. Give us a follow, give us a subscribe, all that cool stuff. We'll be playing tomorrow or later on today in about 7 hours or so. Yeah.
What are you playing?
We're playing Nova Luna, which is one of the games of the year for this year, 2020. And it's pretty much like it's based around the moon and all that stuff. It's a really fun game. So if that interests you, feel free to jump in, say hi, and follow me on Twitter. I share wrestling memes. So.
they're cute wrestling moves. They're pretty good.
Yeah, guess I'm waking up in 7 hours.
Or they're super violent. It's either super cute or like deathmatch wrestling. So
on point.
All right. So next along, we have Agent Number One.
Hello, I'm Agent Number One. I've been playing Dominic tonight. I am part of the Roll for Damage crew. You can find me here on Mondays and Fridays, and an upcoming game being announced soon. That I'll leave secret for now, I guess, but we have more stuff coming up in the pipe. I'm also part of the Wonders and Blunders crew, which, if you like my voice and the Canadian accent, you can come check that out. None of us actually have the Canadian accent. We're all from the East Coast, but we're like a comedy horror podcast. D&D 5th edition. We've been running over a year. There's like 60 episodes. It's a lot of fun. So yeah. Come peep that.
All right. Next along, we have Shro.
Hi, everybody. I'm Showgrill. I played your lovable, big, not sort of still dumb, but not that dumb barbarian with a heart of gold and slightly one less heart than before. I know. It was worth it, though. yeah, I live on the channel. I'm here Monday nights 9 p.m. and Friday nights 10 p.m. all AWST for our games here and our Monday Night Warhammer game. Same as Agent, I'm going to be part of an upcoming game that's in the secrets. So use your spy glasses, keep an eye out for that. And I've also got my own stream back up and running at last. And I know, right? What is this magic?
Sorcery!
What?
Yeah. So I've got that going for the next couple of weeks, actually, confirmed every Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, I'll be starting an early morning stream, and I'll be baking cookies in the kitchen and sharing one of my secret recipes. And after that, in the afternoon/evening, I will be jumping on my computer to be playing probably one of two games. I've got Graveyard Keeper, which was a very, very, very cute game. It's adorable. And you have to rescue all the fallen heroes. And then there's, what was it? Oh yeah, Stardew Valley. Finally got that.
Hey.
So yeah, keep an eye out for that.
On sale right now on the summer sale. So if you don't like your bunny, go to Steam, have a look around, and you'll lose it.
If you do like your money, don't go to Steam.
Ignore it.
Yeah, you'll
Ignore the
send it.
fucking thing.
All right. Next along, we have Josh.
Hey guys, let's wrap. Guys, it has been super cool to watch the chat. Very fun. I'm Josh the Pirate, or Josh Walker. I live in Perth, and I do puppetry, and I do D&D on a scarily regular basis. And yeah, I've been battleship today, and on other days I am Scan Filspar, the German. Well, I am from Illic land. We've actually spent a little bit of time working out who the fuck the Illic people are recently. This has been kind of cool for us, and we have been working out. So I'm from a place like Burke from How to Train Your Dragon. In the podcast There Be Dragons, yeah, and I've got a little dragon. His name is Rosh. He's very cute. He's our mascot. He was based on my little dog Typhoid, and Typhoid, he died. He got hit by a car a little while ago. It's very sad. But Rosh, he lives on, and it's kind of nice that Ty lives on in Rosh. So support us.
So cute.
So yeah, you can find us in the things. We are a gunpowder D&D 5th ed thing. We're 17 episodes in now, I like to say, but probably not. It's either 16 or 17. It's very cool. As opposed to the Wonders and Blunders, we do quite long, bulky episodes, whereas they're quite nice, short and little and good and nice. We do bulky. They're all good. I would endorse strongly both of the other people. Nerds of the West are very fun. I sometimes play with them. And Wonders and Blunders, hilarious to listen to. I enjoy whilst playing Total Warhammer. All good. It's a really good thing to listen to whilst doing something else. And I'm keen to watch Shro bake.
All right.
Hotbox it.
So I can't get the German accent out of my head. And
It's hard,
I know I
isn't
can't
it?
do
It's good, and it's very
good,
difficult to
yeah.
stop.
It's-
Yeah,
it's-
yeah.
it's-
Very
you
good.
play Warhammer while you listen to Wonders and Blunders, yeah?
Very much so. Oh,
We're
if
going to
not-
have to do a campaign for this now.
I'm going to
Oh,
sit there
no,
all
it's
the
hard to
time
stop.
and
I want to do
talk
this
like
so
this,
bad.
and
If we keep it going.
Shogil will just be so fucking angry with me.
No, I will join you. I will join you.
Oh,
Because it's
okay.
very difficult for me to do this at my
Wonderful.
home.
I am
anyways,
I'm
let's-
wanting any future children.
Sorry, guys, we gotta.
We
get
gotta
told to
wrap.
move on.
Right. So, anyways, we should have wrapped this a while ago. So,
Getting off track.
hi, my name is Nova or Nova One. I've been the DM tonight. I run this game, as I said before, also the game on Monday nights, Empires of Darkness, which is based in the Warhammer fantasy world, which is also 5e D&D. We have a game coming up on Wednesdays shortly, which is Starfinder, and as Agent said, we have game coming up soon, which I'll be DMing for another group of people, which would be great. Yeah, let's find someone to raid. So, Producer Veg, who has been here listening to us just prattle on.
comes
Yes.
out.
Sorry.
Jibber
Been in the
jabber
room
as you
the whole
would.
time.
I've been
Gift of
here the
gab.
whole time. It's not like I sit here and run the show.
He doesn't.
Hilarious.
He doesn't. He just waits.
I just wait in the darkness, finding them. Yes, I'm producer Veg. How you going, guys? Fantastic game. I ran out of tissues about halfway through. I'm just gonna sit here with the stains of tears on my shirt. It's fine.
Jesus.
Sorry, Reese. I don't mean to bring it back up.
It's so salty and delicious.
God damn it.
Yes, we got a whole bunch of
Just got
stuff.
over it.
Sadness.
Sorry.
We got a whole bunch of stuff in the works at the moment. There's going to be a lot of notifications going out about it pretty soon. I've got most of the social media stuff ready to go. So posts, Discord, Twitter's everywhere, being shared widely about the new games coming up, which are going to feature a couple of people from here on my end when I'm DMing a game. It's going to be quite awesome. But for now, we're going to pass on the love like we do every time we end a stream. And tonight we're going to read somebody new who is actually a good friend of mine, as I've been playing a game with her on another channel, DM'd by Dead Aussie Gamer, over on Mercs and Mischief. It's called Through the Breach. It is a really weird alternate universe steampunk game. We're going to go read World Anvil as Janet from World Anvil is doing some world building there. I would love to catch up with her and see what she's doing. So, we will say goodbye, end the show, and send you guys with love World Anvil. And when you get there, spam them with all of your raid emotes and tell them about your favorite D&D worlds. What's going on here. From all of us to you, bye.
Bye.
What's
Bye.
maybe the same?
I'll be the same.
Good night.